So we got so there's some news out of Microsoft Studios.
We talk a lot about Microsoft compared to Sony. I mean, is there anything Sony-wise in the news right now I can think of to talk about?
I mean, well, you should sit back. You're going to be out of focus.
I'll sit you back. You're out of focus.
I am.
Okay.
It's hard to focus on all this. Anyways, I mean, Sony just doesn't seem to be... I mean, I haven't heard anything amazing to talk about.
I guess, well, they're on the right track. They're still winning the console wars.
Well,
You're getting top titles.
They had a lead, but now Microsoft is definitely catching up. I mean...
But are they catching up enough, though? Like, what's the difference?
I think Microsoft right now is at a point to where they are exactly where they need to be in what they're doing with the console, what they're doing with Windows 10, that they can catch up to the PlayStation. I think that there's just a stigmatism about it. That the thing about it, when it first launched, and there are still people who swear by this, it doesn't play games at 1080 at 60 frames. It does. It's all just depending on the developer and what they can do at certain frame rates. But even then, I mean, they just had a lead, and all they need to do is close the gap, and they're doing it. So
I feel like Sony's been focusing a lot on their VR technology. Like, that's what kind of been, like, the thing. They're like,
I mean, kind of. I mean, when was the last time you heard anything about it?
Yesterday?
What, are they doing something new with it?
I didn't read it. I don't care for VR. It'd be the same way if it was Microsoft VR. I'd be like, whatever.
Well, Microsoft's VR is actual...
The HoloLens?
The HoloLens.
Yeah, but even
which
so,
looks so much better.
Care. I guess. I
mean,
don't care. I don't care.
I am more inclined to having the HoloLens, which is, the clear lenses, and it's just like a projection onto a surface. Instead of like the Oculus or something to where you're put on goggles, they're closed in, and you're looking at monitors this fucking far away from your eyes. I can only see major eye complications coming from that. But at the same time, it's still a really cool idea, and if I get one, I'm going to use it. But I feel like the HoloLens is the true direction that it needs to go. So VR for Sony. I mean, but yeah, there just hasn't been that much coming out of Sony that I really care about. I mean, because shoot, has Sony been talking about wanting to do cross-play? No,
so that's the biggest thing that Microsoft announced was cross-play.
Yeah, they want to be able... Well, they're still trying. This has been their goal, to get Windows 10 players on PC to be able to play with Xbox One players. That was a given. We knew that was going to happen with the Xbox app on Windows 10.
Right.
But now they want to get it to where Xbox and PlayStation plays together.
I think Microsoft is trying to force Sony's hand.
I do.
I think they're trying to force them.
Because then, if you think about it, the fact that you can cross-play, well, I don't know if that's going to change, like, the cost of your service, or if you're going to have to be... The PlayStation Plus and the Xbox Live are going to change into one online service now. Because they're both going to use it so they can both play on the same service. Because where's all that money going to come from to manage the connection between the two services? It's got to come from somewhere.
Dead hippies.
They don't have money. That's why they're dead.
That's right.
And they're hippies.
They're hippies. I have no idea. To me...
Or would it just be like an extra $10 on top of your subscription a month, or spread out over 12 months, something or other, so that you can get the added feature to play with PlayStation players?
I see it happening with 0 games.
Yeah, because you can't play Halo, because that's only on Xbox, and they're not going to give that.
No, yeah, exactly. I see it.
The only thing I could see would be like Call of Duty.
I'm not going to hold my breath on it.
But then even then, you got to think about what console gets stuff first.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like, there's so much. The biggest reason for me, it's not the servers, like who's going to maintain it. It's the exclusiveness out of games. Like, look at Rocket League. Rocket League gets Twisted Metal Car,
which I bought and is amazing. You guys should definitely get it, and you can get the Back to the Future DeLorean for $1.99.
Why is that just not included?
Because it's
why do I have to pay for it? I just paid $20 for it. Why do I need to pay $2 for a fucking car skin?
Or you could pay $2 to get the Batman vs Superman Batmobile.
Why would I want to do that?
Because it's the DeLorean.
Why would it not come free?
Because it's the DeLorean.
No, see, that's bullshit. Shit should be free. I just bought your game $20. You're gonna give me that car because it's already programmed and it's all you have to do is click unlock. And it's a car skin. It's a car skin. It's not a car map. It's not a new map. It's not. It's a skin.
Well, it's not a skin. It's an entirely new car with new animations.
Yeah, it took him like a whole probably day to make it. One guy.
No, probably more
on a lot of coffee.
Probably a couple days. Maybe 2-3 days.
Done. DeLorean.
Anyways, anything Back to the Future, if it's in a game and it's the DeLorean, I'll pay $2 to buy it.
I don't think they'll do it though for those exclusiveness though, because technically I believe the Microsoft version of Rocket League is supposed to have the Warthog.
It does, yes.
The PlayStation version of Rocket League is supposed to have
the Twisted Metal Clown Car.
Right, the
ice cream truck.
Ice cream truck. What's his name? Sweets.
Is it Sweets?
It's Sweets.
I haven't played that game in so long.
I haven't not since PlayStation 2.
That's because they went downhill. They became shit.
Yeah, it was garbage. So things like that. Map packs early on, specific consoles. Content for the Division is supposed to only be.
It's first exclusive on Xbox.
Yeah. So if I want to play my PlayStation friends and my content comes first, or vice versa, their content comes first.
Well, I don't think that would matter.
It would matter.
Because if you're in the Dark Zone, then the weapons would just be different. But if you were trying to do a mission, then yes, it would be different because they don't have that mission yet.
But that's what I'm saying.
The big thing would be Call of Duty or something like that, because that's an entire set of how many maps did they lower it to now? What is it? 4 maps?
Yeah, I see. I mean, the only
or even Battlefield or Battlefront.
That's
Battlefront, you get to specific people or weapons and stuff. I think no. All I know is I read that there's a map pack coming out for Battlefront and it's free, including weapons and heroes.
I just don't think cross-platform is going to happen. And if it does, it's for one game, and it's not going to do well. And the one game that comes out is an indie game, not a AAA title game, that drops, that nobody plays. Therefore, they deem it unsuccessful, even the fact that they never put it on a high-end game.
Well, the question is also, if you're going to make cross-platform a thing and part of your console or system, you are then imposing on developers the need to include that code or processing into the game to be able to do it, to be able to release it.
Pardon my French developers, but I don't give a fuck. I pay $60 for the game.
Or 100.
Then another $50 for DLC content. You better fucking make that thing cross-platform for that same fucking price. I'm also paying another $60 a year for online. Get the fuck out of here. No offense, to the developers. I understand some of them work long hours, but and I know it's the publishers, but I just don't care. I don't care. I pay games. I pay for games. I expect my games to be high quality. I expect my games, if I'm paying my hard work money that I spent hours making, okay, yes, I know they spent hours making this and they, to do it, but have I.
But they get paid way more than you do.
And they get paid way more than me, and they also, I don't care. I don't care. If I don't find it imposing, I find it required for them to be a part of that. It's like feeling oh, well, I don't want to impose on this car, but you gotta have side airbags now. Well, it's gonna take extra time and money. We can't. Well, no. You make those side airbags so my head don't go through that fucking window that I just paid for. Okay.
Just paid for that window.
No, the car.
Yeah.
Well, technically I just paid for that window.
Yeah, you did pay for that window. A couple $1,000 for that window.
Yeah. Last thing went through my mind was, that's a nice window. So, for me, I don't find it imposing at all. I feel like they should be doing stuff like this. But that's, to be honest, I feel again, and this is why I think Microsoft's doing it, to force Sony to play their hand, to say no, to make them the bad guy. But then, what Microsoft will do is what you said, the Windows 10... if I could sit there and not have to have an Xbox One, have a badass PC, and buy Xbox One games and play it on my PC, Like, the quality may not be better because it's the Xbox One game versus the PC version of it, but the performance of it is just going to be all around better.
Well, yeah, because it's set to run on specific specifications.
Yeah, it's set to run on it, and sometimes sometimes it just overhauls the console. If you have a high-end PC, like, that overhaul just doesn't happen. Your performance should always technically still be, like, high-end.
Well, I mean, what they're doing now is if you buy specific Xbox One games, you get them for free on Windows 10. Quantum Break. You buy the Xbox One digital version, you get a free digital version for Windows 10. That is 2 games. Well, it's the same game, but it's still, you can play it on 2 different ways. So you can play it on your console, you can play it through, you can figure out how it works, you like it. And then if you want to, you can take it over to Twitch, which is a bit easier to use, streaming-wise, just because there's more options. You can load all your shit into it, and it looks nice and pretty and layouts and stuff. And then you can play the game for Twitch and for your viewers. But when you want to just play it by yourself, you just play it on your Xbox. I think that's the best move. It's like it's giving everyone an option to show it to other people, but at the same time enjoy it on their own time without having to like talk and pay attention to other stuff and can just focus on the game.
I don't think Microsoft expects Sony to do anything.
I don't. I expect them to say
no. Nope.
No.
And I think Microsoft wants that. But I think Microsoft's going to say, but you know what can be cross-platform? PC to console. And I think that's the next thing that they can do to try to close the gap and catch up on Sony.
Well, here's the thing. How many computers are actually running Windows out there?
Well, PC? All of them.
Well, you got Macs.
Well, Macs are not PC.
Well, right, Macs are not PC, but what I said was how many computers are out there running Windows? Millions, right? And if they all...
Well, to be fair, and no offense to you Mac fans, but...
Mac could suck a dick.
Suck it. The reason why is because, first off, most games don't even can play on Macs. Most of them don't even make them coding for Macs. Macs are... Just get the fuck out of here. My PC...
You can spend $25,000 on a Mac, and it's medium quality. You can spend... Well, not $25,000. What the fuck am I talking about? $2,500 on a Mac, and it's medium to high-low quality, right? For a tower Mac.
Yeah, I get 25.
But you spend $2,500 on a PC and you put it together, that's going to be one badass computer.
My computer eats Macs now. Like, it would, like, take a Mac out for a date, sleep with it, and then, like, leave early in the morning before the Mac computer wakes up.
And take all its money on the way out.
Take all its money on the way out.
And snacks.
Snacks. So it'll take a granola bar. Maybe a glass of orange juice if you have it.
Yep.
That's what would happen with my Mac.
But the thing is, the point behind it is, yes, Mac sucks.
And Mac's is a bitch. Shut up, hipster! I'll punch you in your suspended beard You. Sorry.
Anyways, it's okay. Hipsters garners that reaction in most everyone.
Besides a hipster.
Yeah. But the thing is that their PCs now, you got your free upgrade to Windows 10. Right? Do you regret it?
Oh, no, it's free.
Right, it was free.
It's awesome. It's Windows 7 with Cortana.
Yeah, it's 8 or it's 7 with pieces of 8 with Cortana. It's fantastic, and it was free. And because you have Windows 10, you automatically have Xbox built into your operating system.
Yep.
So the fact that everyone has it, there is no reason not to get those people who don't use it to use it. That's why I think it's the best move to give out double games. Because now you can get people who can play it on their PC.
Yep.
They can start using all of the stuff that they've made. They can start crossing. They can start doing everything. If you're out on the road and you have a pretty good laptop, but your buddy wants to play a game, you can still play your Xbox game on your laptop sitting at the airport with your buddy who's at home on his console after work. It's brilliant. It's fantastic.
I say, though, we have a moment of silence.
For what?
For Lionhead.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that was a nice moment of silence. Well, Lionhead Studios, though, so with Microsoft transferring, like, trying to do this cross-platform, they also released a big news for...
Well, what was it? Two studios, Lionhead and Press Play?
Press Play. Press Play, not that big of a studio. What was it, Danish?
Yeah, it was a Danish or Swedish? No, Danish.
It was one of those ish. It's one of those pastry cake named places.
People who make chocolates.
Right. But yeah, so they closed down.
Well, they are closing.
Well, they are going to close down Lionhead.
And if you guys know...
Yeah, it's a Danish.
Danish, okay. So, pastry.
Pastry, told you. So
yeah, Lionhead, if you guys don't already know, they made Fable. That was their big one. Fable 1, Fable 2, Fable 3. I think they did some others, but they weren't...
Nothing worthwhile.
They weren't amazing.
Doesn't matter.
Nothing as good as... Well,
as good as 2.
Fable 1 or 2. 3 was... we won't get into that.
Well, that's what happened. It was like 3 hit, and then they make Fable, the Kinect game? Did the Fable...
Yeah,
they
Fable...
made that one too.
Yeah, they made a Kinect.
To be fair, though, that was actually the best Kinect game I ever played.
Yeah, it was alright.
It's pretty good. It was not bad.
But, yeah, they're closing them down. And Fable Legends is not going to be released.
Yep.
Because they... From what I heard and have read is that the main reason for it to come out was it was going to be a Windows 10 game, but it was also going to be a cross-play with Xbox One. It wasn't exactly working, and they couldn't figure it out, so I think they're just dumping it. You can still play the beta.
Yeah.
And then they're closing Press Play, which did Max, Curse of Brotherhood, and another puzzle platformer. They were smaller indie games. I think you can still get Max Curse of Brotherhood free on the marketplace.
I don't really care.
But, I mean, it was good. I beat it.
That's good.
It was
I
free.
enjoyed it.
Got some achievements.
I mean, I wasn't overly hyped about Fable, but Legends, but I thought it would have been just an enjoyable experience. Like a fun game.
But what they've also said was, when I was reading in the article, is that they kind of actually did a terrible job of explaining what the actual game was.
Oh, really? Microsoft doing a terrible job 2 years ago explaining what the fuck was going on?
Well, no, Lionhead did.
Oh, yeah? Oh, okay. Well, I mean, to be all fair, the whole Microsoft department is doing garbage to explain what happened. That's kind of hurting. We'll not go into that.
I mean, it's one game that had potential, but I just... See, for me, Fable Legends seemed like it was going to be a couple different things. It was supposed to be a third-person action-adventure game if you were a hero, but then in RTS... if you were the villain, because you would be sending and setting traps to try and kill the heroes.
Yeah, like almost more like a tower defense?
Kind of, yeah. On the villain side. But
right.
If you were the hero, then you were actually playing the game and killing and getting through what the villain had set up.
Why didn't they just make it a MOBA? Like, you know how Smite is?
Right. Well, kind of like Gigantic, the one that's coming out.
Yeah, dude, I thought they tanked Gigantic.
No, I think Gigantic is still crap, I don't know.
Well, I have to look into that. Don't take away from that. But
Gigantic may or may not be happening, but it does have potential.
Maybe it is. Maybe I'm just crazy. But yeah, no. I mean, Fable 1 and 2, I loved. Fable 3, did not enjoy it. Of course, I didn't play their Kinect game very much.
I didn't play it.
I'm sad. Fable Legends could have been fun. I was not expecting much out of it. To be honest, though, we will, like months from now, we'll forget about Lionhead.
I totally forgot that Fable Legends was coming out until I read this, because it's been so long. They announced it so long ago.
It was 2000... Was it 2013 E3?
I think Fable Legends was supposed to be like one of their big launch titles. Their first big cross-platform launch Xbox One games. I think they debuted it the same time when the new head took over.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so probably 13.
Ooh, I got a voicemail.
So.
This one's probably from Comcast.
Saying, oh, we're going to be late.
Maybe. Let's find out. Could be good, could be bad. But again, and then the play one.
Press play.
I didn't really care.
I didn't care too much. I mean, they were doing indie stuff. So, I mean, Curse Max Brotherhood, don't get me wrong, it was interesting. The with the pen and the draw, it added a cool mechanic to it. But then at the same time, there's a reason that it went free pretty quick, I guess you could say. But it's still good. If you can still get it for free, I'd say pick it up, play it. It's not bad. I mean, I haven't heard anything else really about any other closures or anything. So.
It was just a reminder. My apologies. I just wasn't sure if they said that it was going to be later or not.
Ah.
I just wanted to finish that up. But I just feel like, I mean, that was all really to talk about crossplay, Lionheart, sad, but
I mean, it just goes to show that crossplay, it's a good idea. It should happen between at least the PC and Xbox One. But they definitely need to dedicate more than probably 10 people to it to get it to work.
More than 10 people.
Yeah. So.
Like 11.
Maybe 12.
We got one extra. 2. Well, technically 1.5. One's a little person. Hey, guys. He's like, oh my gosh. Something like that.
He's just got a small desk in the corner.
He does.
One of those small portable keyboards that's really full size for him. God, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, guys. If you were of that
I doubt any reviewers are of that. The one person who did the one positive comment is, though. He's like, I used to like you guys. Fuck you. That'd be bad. That'd be great. That'd be pretty bad. Anyways.
So.
Yeah.
Crossplay. I think it's a good idea.
It should happen.
I don't think Sony's going to do it.
Sony's not going to... Sony won't take the bait. Microsoft's going to make it look bad. Microsoft's going to announce cross-platform PCs. And that's where Microsoft's game sales are going to increase. Not console sales won't, but their game sales will increase. Their revenue will increase.
Yep.
I think they're not trying to outsell consoles anymore because it's so expensive. They never make money on consoles. They make more money on the games.
Games and
the
services.
software. Yeah. So I think if you have it, they'll do that. They may even charge you Xbox Live to do it on the PC.
Well, if you have an Xbox Live account, then you're already
right.
set up.
But if you don't,
I could see that.
Yeah.
Like the Windows Live thing, but it's
Yep.
just Xbox Live.
Yep.
But then that works, though, because then if you just get Xbox Live on your PC and you later on get an Xbox One, it works. And you still get all the services that come with Xbox Live.
Agreed.
You get all your access to your streaming stuff, you get games at discounts, you get free games, it pays for itself. So there's no reason not to, really.
Yeah, I mean, I got Thief that I never played, but typically, yeah, and they do 4 games every month, though.
Yeah, 4 games, 2
Cross-play,
Xbox One and 2 Xbox 360 games.
Yeah, sir.
Actually, the new Xbox One game should be out today.
What? Which one was it?
Lords of the Fallen.
Ah, Lords of the Fallen. Nah.
Lionhead.
What?
Lionhead. Lords of the Fallen. Anyways, it was a joke because Lords of the Fallen is the new game, but Lionhead is closing down, so they have fallen. It's a bit of a thinker. It's a smart person joke.
That's what dumb people say. 2 plus 2 is a horse. I don't get it. It's because you're not smart. And they storm off. It's like, actually, I'm pretty sure that guy has the IQ of a truck.
He's an idiot. Actually, trucks have computer processors in them. They're pretty smart.
Not if it's a Chevy. Oh! Got him! Oh, man. My friend drives a Chevy. It's an awful truck.
Yeah, I don't like them.
I would take a hammer to it and still... If I took a hammer to it, it would only increase the value of it.
It wouldn't, yeah. Yeah. That makes sense.
There you go.
Sweet. So crossplay, we would like.
That was an awkward silence that we had there.
Crossplay would like it to happen. Sorry,
Do it.
And press play.
PlayStation, prove me wrong. Just do it.
Just do it.
Do it. Do it.
Do it.
Studios, developers, if it's on you, I don't give a fuck. Just do it. Make your dreams come true. You said tomorrow yesterday. So just do it. Just do it.